Hi, welcome. Welcome to a new vlog. Welcome to my first day of the semester. Yesterday was technically the first day of the spring semester, but today is the first day that I have to be on campus and in the classroom, and I will meet my first 2 classes worth of students. So I'm teaching one class. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Andrea. I'm a full-time writing instructor at my local university, and today is kind of a big day. It's the first day. Normally, I really love first days of the semester. I love the first week of the semester. It's the easiest week of the semester because I'm just introducing the syllabus and there's nothing to grade yet. Normally, I love this time of the semester. It just feels new and fresh and exciting. This semester, it's a little bit different. There's a whole new, there's a new variant, and we just don't know how things are gonna go. Last semester felt the same way when I was back in the classroom for the first time since the pandemic had started. It just feels like until I get into the classroom, I see my classroom, I see the layout. One of the classrooms I'm in this semester is the same I taught in last semester, and the other should be its mirror opposite at the back side of the building. There are smaller classrooms I could be teaching in, so I will take the ones I've been assigned. But yeah, until I get in, I see the classroom, I see the layout, I meet the students. So I've printed off the roster, I've looked at everyone's photos, I've run through all the names, I've packed my bag. I'm using a different bag. I'm trying to pack a little bit lighter. I'm going to kind of just a tote bag. I will show you what bag I'm using later. So I've switched to a tote bag for all of my notebooks and, well, my notebook, my textbook, 2 folders with the rosters in them, and then all of my supplies. So my disinfectant wipes, spare masks in case my classroom doesn't have enough. I'm assuming all of the classrooms will have been restocked for the new semester, but just in case. It'll be fine. I think I'm gonna make some tea to drink on the drive down to campus today, and then if I put it in one of my good mugs, it might even still be warm or hot when I'm coming back. I need to drink more tea tonight. I'm worried about my voice because yesterday I had 3 calls, including one that was 2 hours. Well, the third one I didn't talk on. So I had 2 calls that equaled about 3 hours, and I filmed a video. So I was talking for about 3.5 hours, and my throat and voice was shot by the end of the day. So yeah, I'm a little nervous about today, so we'll see how it goes. This is about as done as my hair is going to get. I am gonna go put on a little bit of makeup just on my eyes. There's no point putting anything on my face. I've got about 2 hours before I have to leave, so I think I'm actually going to have breakfast first. I haven't eaten and I am starting to feel hungry, which is a good sign. I've been a little bit nervous and apprehensive today, and so just haven't really wanted to eat anything, but I'm starting to feel hungry. So I'm gonna go get some food, sit and probably watch some YouTube videos, and then I will finish getting ready. And then I'm gonna get on the road early today. I'm gonna leave an hour and a half before my class starts, just in case the parking garage is a problem, because I feel like the first day of the spring semester isn't as busy as the first day of the school year back in August. But again, just in case I end up parked on the roof, I want to leave with plenty of time to circle and try to find a decent parking spot. That is the plan. I will take you with me today. I will show you as much as I can. But yeah, I'm gonna go and I will check with you guys later. Class is done. I am exhausted. And I'm ready to take this mask off. I've only had it on for like 3 hours. Yeah, probably about 3 hours. I don't know how people wear this for like a 12-hour shift at a hospital or something. Oh my gosh. Especially the N95s, like it definitely fits tighter than my other masks, even than the KN95s. My face, it feels frozen. I'm not gonna chat much because I do need to get on the road, but I just need a moment. Classes went well overall. I do have a few students who seem like they don't know how to properly wear a mask, which is a little disconcerting, but it'll be okay. That's what I'm telling myself. It'll all be okay. I'm sanitizing the heck out of everything. Like I wipe down everything I could possibly touch. I double hand sanitize with my hand sanitizer, wear 2 masks. So, this feels, this was a good idea. I made a cup of throat coat tea with honey in it and put it in a hot mug. And it's still hot, but like the perfect hotness. Like it's not too hot that I can't drink it. I was worried because I was able to drink it driving down here. So I thought, like even in this mug, it's gonna be warm, like just lukewarm by the time I'm done. But no, it's still hot. My voice is shot. But anyway, 2 things I wanted to share before I go home, before I forget. I'll fill you in on everything later. But 2 highlights of today. One is the instructor or the professor in my classroom before my first class is one of my former professors and one of my dissertation committee members. So I'm really excited that I'm going to see her on a weekly basis now. So I'll get to see her every Tuesday. We can kind of catch up a bit. So I'm really looking forward to that. I love when I end up sharing a classroom with someone I know, because it just means that every week I have that to look forward to. So last semester, I had a friend of a friend, someone who I'd never met, but I'd heard so much about through my friend. So it was really nice kind of being able to chat with her. She and I were DMing on Instagram today because she saw me post that I was starting teaching today. So she was giving me some encouragement, which was really nice. So that was highlight number 1. I share a classroom with someone I adore and am looking forward to seeing on a weekly basis. And then highlight number 2 came at the very end of the last class. I had a student come up to me just to like say thank you for how great I did today. And she's like, I can see that you're trying really hard to like make us feel comfortable, and I'm feeling excited about this class. And it's just like, thank you. Thank you for thanking me, because like that just means a lot. I don't normally get that response from students, and certainly not at the very beginning of the semester. So that was really, really nice. So that was highlight number 2. I am looking forward to working with these students. I think the majority of the students in both classes today were really good. I think it's going to be interesting teaching freshmen again, but the range of majors that they're doing, like I had some theater majors and I had some art majors, but then like biochemistry and stuff like that. So it was really cool. But yeah, I'm sitting in the parking lot vlogging with a light on, so I probably look a little weird. So I'm gonna go and have a relaxing evening. I will check with you guys later, but first I'm gonna put on the podcast I'm listening to. I'm listening to the Bad Women Jack the Ripper podcast. Annie, you mentioned it to me. I've started listening to it today, so I'm going to put that back on, drink my tea. Hopefully rush hour's not too bad, and I'm ready to go home and change out of these clothes and take a nice hot shower, which I've got to be careful because I've still got the heart monitor thing on, but I'm ready to go get changed, get clean, get into my comfy cozies,
make some of my mom's leftover chicken soup and just chill out for the rest of the night. Okay, it is now Thursday. It is my first day of classes of the semester. So I start teaching my third and fourth class today. So the first day for my third and fourth class. The last time I spoke to you guys was in my car after the first day. So the first day went well. Definitely gonna have to be reminding people to wear their masks properly. I was seeing a lot of noses throughout the class, which is, you know, we're only almost 2 years into this. You would think people would know how to wear a mask properly. And I know they're uncomfortable, and I know that given the time of day that I'm teaching, some of my students have probably been wearing their mask off and on for most of the day, but still, it's just like, can we please just follow the rules and be respectful? But most of all, for the most part, my students were all really nice, really sweet. They actually asked some questions on the first day, which is always great. And so both classes went well. I told you that one of my former professors is teaching in my first classroom before me, so I'm looking forward to seeing her again next week. And then after the first class, I finished a little early because I got through everything. I was talking too fast probably, but there's a lot to go over. So I'm gonna try to speak a little more slowly today because we got done a little early in the second class as well. So I'm gonna try to just like chill out a little bit and not rush. And then I teach in a different classroom, but thankfully it's just down the hall. It's on the same side of the building, but just my first class is at the back of the building, my second class is at the front of the building. So yeah, walked down the hall to my second classroom, had a bit of a wait. Someone was in there. I don't know what if it was a class, if it's going to be a regular thing, or if they were just using that classroom, because it was just, I'm assuming the professor and then two other people, two students, but they were going over some kind of PowerPoint. My first students were really quiet. It was like silent in the classroom. But thankfully in the second class, there's like 3 people who know each other. They're like 3 friends who are all taking the class. Or I assume they're friends because they were really chatting. So they sounded like more than just people who'd met in a previous class earlier that day. So they were chatting. And I think that might have made some of the other students feel like they could chat with their neighbors. Oh, I see a hummingbird across the way. It's my sign to just, it'll be okay. I'm a little apprehensive again because it's a whole new day. It's a whole new group of students. Like Tuesday students were great, but will Thursday students be great as well? There's just a lot of uncertainty about today, and that's making me nervous, but it'll be okay. I think Tuesday is a good indication of how today will go, and so I think it will be fine. But I'm already ready to just like come home. I'm gonna go make some tea because I can hear my voice is getting a bit croaky already, so I'm gonna start on the tea this morning and then definitely make some more tea in between, make some more tea to take with me, because I'm so happy that that travel mug kept it really warm. It wasn't hot anymore, but it was still warm. It wasn't like lukewarm, it was warm. And it was really nice drinking that on the drive home. So I'm gonna do that again, but I'm gonna start off with some tea just while I'm here at the house. Yesterday I vlogged snippets, as you will have seen, but yesterday I had 4 calls. I had a therapy call, I had a coaching call with one of my clients, I had a discovery call with a prospective client that I think went really well, and then I had a call with another one of my clients. That makes it sound like I have a ton of clients. I don't. I pretty much spoke to all my clients in one day yesterday. But then there's a couple people who are like coming up on the horizon. So it felt like a really good day. There wasn't much for me to do with teaching work, like nothing's been turned in yet. I've got office hours starting in a little bit, so I'm going to check the grade center for the Tuesday class just to see if anyone has done their syllabus quiz or their literacy narrative early. So I'm going to do some work there. But yeah, yesterday there really wasn't much to do as far as teaching, so I kind of took it as a chance for like one last day of both rest, but also all of these calls and just fitting people in. Going forward, it's going to be a lot more challenging to just balance the schedule. If I take time earlier in the day for something, it'll mean I'm working out a little bit later on teaching. But yeah, yesterday went really well. It was nice and quiet. I didn't leave the house. I did some yoga in the afternoon. That felt good because I really needed it after sitting here on Zoom all day. I needed the yoga. I'm ready to get rid of this patch, both because it just is starting to really itch. Like, not that it feels irritated, but just like your skin isn't really meant to have something stuck to it over a large expanse of space, because it takes up about this much space on my chest, so it's a big patch just for this one little thing. So your skin isn't meant to be covered up like that for a full week. So I'm ready to rip it off, but I'm also ready to just not have to worry about making sure it stays on next Wednesday. Like yesterday, I don't think I could have gone for a hike. I think that would have been pushing it, but next Wednesday I do want to try to go for a hike on Wednesday. I'm gonna get, I need to get some stuff done, stuff going before office hours start. Need to get all my computers set up. Need to go, I think I want some orange juice, and then I want some tea, and maybe have a bowl of cereal while I'm sitting here, and then I'll have lunch after office hours. So it's a nice quiet morning. It's quiet outside. It's 51 degrees. The temperatures are staying pretty much like around like average 71. We've got a couple days where it's going to be up like 73, possibly 74, but then a lot of like 70 and 71 degree days. So it's chilly here at my desk because I've left both of these windows cracked overnight. So there's like a pool of like cool air right here. So I'm all cozy and snuggly in one of my favorite cardigans, lounge cardigans. I don't wear this out, so it's purely for like lounging at home, and I love it.
I don't think that I'm being that selfish right now. You said yourself you'd be breaking every vow. I can understand you're tired of this town, and I'm not saying that we have to settle down now. Just remember this. We could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there. Made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like you. Stardust, stardust. I'm the lazy one, so I guess I should have known. You said yourself you wanna do this alone. What if your dreams are making it hard to think straight? If you still love me, I can wait, I can wait. could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there. Made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must.
Okay, it is now the next day. It's Friday, and I wanted to wrap up this teaching vlog. Class went well yesterday. I just wanted to kind of touch base on that and how things went and wrap up this first day of classes vlog. Got to campus. Campus was nice and quiet. It was fairly quiet yesterday when I arrived. It just feels like the start of the spring semester isn't as frenetic as the start of the fall semester is. I feel like by this point more people, even when there isn't everything going on, I feel like by this point more people are willing to like take an online class, or they're taking like, they're just arranging their schedule differently. And so I also think it probably feels different because this semester I'm teaching later in the afternoon. I do feel like a lot of students try to get their classes done by like 2, and so when you're teaching at 3 it's just not that busy. So it has felt a little bit just calmer on campus so far this semester, which is nice. I got to my first classroom early again, and my former professor is teaching before me in that classroom on Thursdays as well, so we get to see each other twice a week, which is going to be fun. It was nice seeing her. That class went well. I've got some really great, really engaged students. There were lots of, you know, heads nodding and students like reacting and smiling. Well, what I can see of their smile through their masks, but like smiling and laughing at my bad jokes. So that was really nice. Got through everything. I was definitely talking too fast. It was fine. So we got done a little early. Then I walked down the hall to my next class, which is also the same teacher. I asked him what class it was because it's not a writing programs class, and he only has 2 students, but it's some kind of computer or math type class. So that was interesting. I ended up sitting just kind of outside on the floor in the corner while waiting for his class to finish up, and a couple of my students arrived. It was so funny. A couple of my students arrived. One arrived first, and she's peeking her head, and I'm like, "Are you here for 102? She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, it's not started yet." She looked around, she's like, "Are you the teacher?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the teacher." She's like, "Oh, okay." So we started talking a little bit, which was nice, and then another student showed up and started listening in because the first student was telling me about her major, and then this other student was kind of working towards a similar major. They started talking, and then I was just kind of listening to them talk, and the one girl, the second one, was saying something like, I tend to talk a lot to my professors, and I'm the type of student who's always showing up to office hours, and teachers usually hate me. And I'm just kind of smiling, and then something inside her mind seemed to click, and she goes, "Wait, are you my teacher?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm your teacher, and I will love you if you come to office hours." She's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't know you were the teacher." So I was joking with her. I'm like, "Yeah, with the mask on, you can't really tell that I'm 40. So it was really funny, but it was nice having that kind of chat, and I think it's kind of set the tone that like, and then as we were waiting for the other class to finish, more students showed up, and I was just kind of talking. There were more of my students now in the hallway, and I'm like, "Yeah, look, I'm not your friend. I'm not going to be your friend, but we can be friendly, and I enjoy talking with you guys and getting to know you and what your future career goals are and what you're working towards. So, don't be afraid to like talk in class and ask questions and come to office hours, because I love that." So I feel like that class had really good energy going into it, because there were like 8 students in the hall at that point hearing me talk. It just kind of, I felt like it set a really nice tone. And so it was really good. As far as mask wearing yesterday, it was better. Everyone was wearing a mask. I only saw a few noses. So for the most part, everyone was wearing their mask correctly. So that was good. And yeah, I had a good vibe off both classes, which I had a good vibe off both classes on Tuesday as well. So I think as far as the work that we're going to do, it'll be pretty good. But the emails have already started of, "I'm sick, I don't feel well, I feel like I shouldn't come to class." And so it begins. I'm planning on being,
as accommodating as I was last semester. It happened last semester as well, so it's not really a surprise. I kind of know how to handle it. So yeah, we'll see. But overall, I feel like it was a pretty good week this week of classes starting. I do feel like I'm starting to get to know my students already, which is a really nice feeling. I'm really just taking 1 week at a time because that's really all I can do. So yeah. Anyway, it is now Friday. I'm gonna wrap up this vlog. I've had a call already this morning. I've gone for a walk as well. I've got my dentist appointment, and then I need to go to Whole Foods on the way back. And I also need to take off my heart monitor patch and ship it back. We'll do that later this afternoon. If you have gotten to this part of the video, thank you for watching. What can be our question of the vlog? I can't think of a specific question, so I think, because I don't want to make it like teaching related, because not all of you are teachers, but I do feel like my highlight of the week, in the last class, both on Tuesday and on Thursday, I had a single student, one student in each of those classes, and it was both female students in both cases, come up to me after class, after everyone had left, to thank me for my energy and how positive I was. One of the girl on Tuesday called me charming, which made me very happy. So they both made an effort to like come up and thank me for how understanding and accommodating they are already kind of able to tell that I am. So getting that validation and appreciation from my students, from students who don't even really know me yet, was really nice. So that's my highlight of the week. So I'd love to know, what has been your highlight of the week? Well, this video will go up on Wednesday next week. So what has been your highlight of like just the last several days? You can let me know. If you've enjoyed this vlog, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, all of that great stuff. And yeah, I will talk to you all in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!
Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like